Okay, and we're still heading up, and I think it's about time for us to turn ourselves a little more towards the horizon. We're still in the atmosphere, but it's pretty thin up here. Our apoapsis is at 70 kilometers, so we can turn towards 90 degrees here and burn more or less horizontally. As you can see, our speed is going up nicely, so we should have no problems making an orbit, since we have 1.5 fuel tanks left, and we are carrying a pretty small cargo this time. We'll slow down our burn now and wait until we're a bit closer to the apoapsis. We are nearly out of the atmosphere as well. Okay, now let's... yeah, it lags out a bit when you slow down time. It's a bug in the game. Okay, now let's wait until we're 30 seconds away, turn our ship so that it's properly aligned, and let's burn. Yeah, we'll reach a stable orbit at around 2300 or 200 meters per second. We're nearly there. Okay. Yeah, we'll need to burn a little more, but we'll wait for a bit before doing that. Just being efficient, guys. We're nearly there. Yeah. Of course, we should place a communication satellite in a geosynchronous orbit, but I don't know how to do that yet, so we'll just place it here. Okay, and since our lowest point is above 70 kilometers, we have a stable orbit now. Okay, we have nearly a full fuel tank there, left there. Actually, let's head for higher orbit here. Let's head nice and high, say. Yeah, that sounds good. 650 kilometers up. Well, anyway, this isn't meant to be a real placement of a communication satellite. It's just a tutorial to show you how to launch a satellite. Okay, we'll need to burn here to make our orbit more or less circular. If the apoapsis and periapsis is within 15-20 kilometers of each other, I'll be pretty happy about that. We don't need to make it that precise. We just need to show you the principle of how this is done. Okay, we turn on our engines a bit, give the computer something to use so that it can stabilize the ship. I'm using F to toggle SAS on and off so that it fixes on a new position when you turn the SAS on, it tries to keep your ship heading in the direction it's currently pointing. So toggling it on and off fixes it on a new position. Yeah, so you can keep the SAS on, press whichever directional key you want and toggle it on and off to slowly, carefully turn. Okay, now we want to burn very slowly. Make sure we don't overdo this, because this high up a little goes a long way. Okay, how close are we? 60 kilometers. Good, but not quite good enough. We want it to be a little more circular than that. Okay, and that is well within the necessary range. Okay, now this would normally separate this stage first, but we are going to rearrange it so that it separates the satellite first and then those engines there. Okay, whoops. Let's do this. Okay, now it will separate the satellite when we press space, and we'll want to use the RCS to move away from it. Okay, now you ready, guys? Okay, let's separate it. RCS on, then we press N to move ourselves away from the satellite. And we've put a satellite in orbit around our home planet. Now we'll want to move a little bit away from it before we burn towards home. But there it is. Now all we have to do is get the capsule home safely, and it's a successful mission. Of course, I've had some small amount of trouble with this in the past. This part crashing into the capsule, parachutes ripping off, and other small insignificant problems like that which led to a few deaths, but this time should be better. Hopefully. Okay, let's turn the RCS off. It's done its job. And we turn around and start bringing ourselves into a lower orbit. Okay, stop turning, don't overdo the turn. Okay. It's sometimes good with a big ship to toggle the RCS on and off as you're turning before you reach the point you want to point towards, so that the computer starts compensating a bit sooner, otherwise it ends up going back and forth for quite a bit. Okay, we want to burn slowly first so that our exhaust doesn't push the satellite off course, but it looks like we're far enough away for that not to be a problem. We'll wait until we reach 500 meters and then we'll burn for real. Now our orbit is coming down. Okay, let's burn. Okay, let's bring it down to say 150 or so, and then we'll do a targeted landing and come down somewhere close to the space center. And there's our satellite, slowly heading away from us. This part of the mission at least is successful. Now all we have to do is land. So you can turn off the video now, or you can stay around and watch me do